So, my doom journey has started. Oh, well, it's been 2 days since I'm actually attending my doom class, and it's going pretty well. And I'm in a busy schedule per week. So, I'm trying my best to be involved in my YouTube section. So, hopefully, I'll be good, yeah, and I'll be a decent YouTuber towards it. So, what I am expecting today, I'll be giving a scenario or a blog about letter of motivation as it was declared in the past in the previous video. So basically, letter of motivation blog will be separated into two two parts. That means in this video I will be delivering one part, and another video I will be delivering another part. So what are the two parts? Number one, what I will be delivering in this video, that will be the letter of motivation, that the literature review of letter of motivation. And the second part, the second video, will be about the format and the application or the applying technique of the literature to the main letter of motivation. So first one is literature review, second one is application or the applied thing of this literature review. Because when you are writing your letter of motivation, it is one kind of paper or article, and if you are an article writer, you must have known that if like world goes down or sun is not shining carefully or shining at its bright, but you have to write or you have to be decent in your literature review. So this video will be pretty much more than 30 minutes, I guess, because I will be delivering all the questions and answers from my own, what I have done when I was in your position, when I was writing my literature. So yes, and another thing, in this video, from this video actually, I will be delivering each and every informations in English, and some informations in Bangla as well, because Bangla is my native language, and some of the informations, those are pretty much very important for the listeners. I will be converted into Bangla. So don't worry about it, and if you do not understanding, or if you are not understanding my blogs, you can also comment in the below. And yes, and I will be delivering all the comments with my own hand. So just আপনি যদি চান তাহলে বাংলা লিখতে পারেন, বাংলায় কমেন্টগুলো লিখবেন, এবং বাংলায় জানান, আমার কোনো সমস্যা নেই। I don't have any argument on this, because do write whatever you want, but do not write like Chinese or other. I do actually understand two things. Number one is English, number two is Bangla. So yes, hope to be a good blog. So letter of motivation, it is one of the vital thing, it is one of the main thing for your desired admission. So be careful and keep eye till the end, because it's going to be pretty informative. শেষ পর্যন্ত দেখবেন, কারণ এটা প্রচুর ইনফরমেটিভ, এবং লেটার অফ মোটিভেশন যদি ভালো না হয় তাহলে কিন্তু আপনার চান্স 0%. So be careful about it, and thank you very much for subscribing.
Alright, so as I said before, I do have a recommendation when you are, trying to write your letter of motivation for your upcoming uh, admission procedure. Then you have to be um, really well maintained, right? So I do recommend a site that is called obviously the DAT. So what you will have to do, just open your browser and write that website for letter of motivation, right? And click the enter button. So you will find a link of this title, how to write letter of motivation, then dash and that's that. Just click the enter button. All right, you will find something like this. Wait a bit. Wait. All right. So this is titled as how to write a letter of motivation, and this is actually delivered by that website, and there are some rules and regulations about letter of motivation for your German university. You can download this, then just you know just to read this এবং এটা পড়েন ভালো মতো, then you will find a better vision of your upcoming uh, letter of motivation, because letter of motivation is one of the vital thing for your desired admission. So just look inside in this PDF, and you can find a lot of questions and just find these answers. This will help you to be in a better position for your upcoming letter of motivation. So এটা খুব ভালো মতো পড়েন, পড়লে অনেক কিছুই মাথায় আসবে, এবং try to answer these questions, right? So like why do you think you are the right person for this program? Why do you want to study in Germany? So this whole thing, just study a bit, and just dive deep into your life and gather some information that will be pretty much helpful for your upcoming letter of motivation. So that might be helpful. When I was in your position, it was actually delivered. One of my senior actually told me about it. Just read this thing, and you can find a uh, better view of your letter of motivation. So just have a glimpse of it. So yes, so that is the website I was actually recommending. So as I said before, that the letter of motivation part will be divided into two videos. Number one would be literature review of letter of motivation. That means you will collect or gather your information about your life, about your achievements, about your works, that can be very beneficial for you. And the second part would be the format of the letter of motivation, along with the applying procedure of these 11 questions what I have written here and what I will be delivered. তার মানে আমার এটা হলো লিটারেচার রিভিউ পার্ট, এবং আমার এখানে 11টা কোয়েশ্চেন আছে। সেই কোয়েশ্চেনের অ্যান্সারগুলো আপনাকে খুঁজে বের করতে হবে আপনার লাইফ থেকে। So that is the actually literature review or literature part, because like when you are thinking about your letter of motivation, it's one kind of publication or one kind of article that you will be delivered to your desired university. So when a scientist or a content creator or a writer is going to write something, then first of thing first thing is he or she or that person has to be confident enough about his or her literature review. That means literature review is one of the vital thing for the upcoming videos. So literature review is important thing. So let's get started. তাহলে শুরু করা যাক. So first question is, who are you? That means your introduction. So you might have write that my name is Joy James Costa. Then just write the keynotes, like who are you, like an engineer, then wanting a researcher, then you might write about yourself, like who are you. It has to be your work to actually find find the uniqueness or find the desired things, like this type of keywords. Then you can also write a leader. So just get it. So these things are okay, এই তিনটা ঠিক আছে। So এখানে আপনার কিওয়ার্ডগুলো লিখবেন যেগুলো আপনার মনে হয় যে আপনার জন্য খুব ভালো, যে আমি এগুলা যেটা দিয়ে আপনাকে ডিফাইন করা যাবে, তো সেই টাইপের কিওয়ার্ডগুলো লিখবেন। Okay, next thing is, what is your educational background? So my educational background is I have studied my 10th grade was in science. Then 12th grade was also from science background. It means your educational background, just write it a bit, it might help you. It actually will help you when I will be delivering you the format and the fitting of these questions answers in your letter of motivation, that it will help you most of the cases. All right, then I have passed my BSc in bio. Okay, wait a bit. Biomedical engineering. And okay, so that is it. So that is my educational background. I'm from biomedical education engineering background, so that is educational background. That means এখানে আপনি আমার educational background গুলো সুন্দরভাবে লিখবেন. So what are the topics covered? Okay, let me, in your BSc, in your undergraduation, in your undergraduation, right? So undergraduation, all right. Then write the topics about your undergraduation topic. Like for me it was like bioimaging, then biosensor. That means the topics of your literature, or the topics of your undergraduate courses. Like there are lots of courses like statistics. Then it might be for you like informatics or bioinformatics. Well, bioinformatics was for me also, bioinformatics. Then I have studied lots of about instrumentation. Then I have studied about biosignals, then signal processing. Okay, etc. So you have to write the whole bunch of things of your desired topic. That means your undergrad topic. So just write it down in this session. Then any project have you done in your undergraduation? So there might be or might be not. If they are, that just write it down. Like I have done a couple of projects. So when I was in undergraduation level, so these were like arsenic detection process, then automation of our room environment. Then I have a project of temperature and humidity measurement measurement device for medicine dispensary. Okay, so these are the projects I have done in your graduation. It might be like not projects, it might be a survey. So it depends from person to person, so I might highlight it. Okay, so it might be a project or a survey. So be sure about what have you done in your undergraduation level. So it is pretty much common. You know, if you are in a science background student, you have to do some basic projects in your undergraduation level. So be sure about it. So what is your thesis topic? So for me it was biomaterials and bionanotechnology. So this topic is pretty much vital because you have to actually write it down in your letter of motivation. So what is the proper topic of your research area or research topic in your thesis? Just be sure about it. um, be sure about your topic, right? Because this is pretty important, because if you are not like confident enough about your thesis topic, then it might get waste. সো জাস্ট বি শিওর অ্যাবাউট ইট। দ্যাট মিনস আপনি আপনার থিসিস টপিকটা খুব সুন্দর মতো ফিক্সড উপায়ে চিন্তা করে বসাবেন যে হ্যাঁ আমি এই টপিকের উপর থিসিস করছি, নট মানে এত বেশি ছড়ানো না, জাস্ট একটা ফিক্সড নেম লাইক বায়োমেটেরিয়ালস অর বায়োস্ট্যাটিস্টিক্স। সো দিস হ্যাজ টু বি আ ফিক্সড নেম, লাইক your thesis topic has to be a fixed name like biomaterials, bionanotechnology, or whatever it is, like biostatistics or statistics or environmental science or water pollution. So this type of thing. So why did you choose your thesis topic? Now like you have write that this was your thesis topic in your undergraduate level. Now why did you choose this thesis topic? Just like for me it was like I was pretty much excited about the cancer treatment, um, as well. Moreover, I actually was I was involved in a drug drug development drug development research project. So that why I chose this. So this varies from person to person. This is not the proper reason for choosing these biomaterials and bionanotechnology, but it is a bit of reason. Now just write your reasons. That means why you did actually choose this thesis topic. Write some words or some informations, or just gather some informations about from your past and just write it down, because this literature review is very much important when you are writing your letter of motivation or statement of purpose. So just be confident about it and search your proper reasons of why did you choose this thesis topic. দ্যাট মিনস আমি যদি বাংলায় বলি যে আপনি এই থিসিস টপিকটা কেন নিয়েছেন, সেটা আপনি আপনার পাস্ট ঘেটে মানে অতীত ঘেটে সুন্দরভাবে বের করে এখানে সুন্দরভাবে লিখবেন। এটা আপনার খুবই কাজে লাগবে। Okay, so next question is, do you have any extracurricular activities? So yes, do you have any extracurricular activities? If you do not have, just invent something, like you were a cyclist or you were a player. Just do not let it blank. Okay, just do write, like you were a good poem writer, or you were a good essay writer. So just just do not let it blank, that it might reflect you a scenario that you are not capable of doing any leadership thing. So just if you do not have any extracurricular activities, do actually write something about some extracurricular activities. Like for me, like I was a good singer, I was a player, then I do have some club activities. So activities, okay, club activities. Then I do have some awards, like awards. What are the awards? I have got some scholarships. Then I have listed for the Dean's Award. Then I also then I also have um, um, like what was that? Yes, I have actually got the first prize. Uh, first prize in the scientific poster writing competition, so etc. So just write all the extracurricular activities in your bag from the very beginning of your school and the later part of your undergraduation. Just do not let it blank. So that is the red button. Do not let it blank. So just write some words like find it, like search it, like what have you done in your whole educational career. Just search it a bit. Okay, so your extracurricular activities and some awards. So there can be some awards that you have actually uh, found from your educational journey, or it can be from the outside of education, you have you have um, got like prize in sports competition, prize in sports competition, sports, or essay writing, whatever it is, essay writing competition. So whatever it is, just write it down. Okay, then what type of practical knowledge do you have? All right, so for the engineering background students, you have to be very careful about it, and very much cacophonous, or very much in a position that might reflect that you do have some practical knowledge, because engineering is based on the practical knowledge, and you have to carry some practical knowledge in your undergraduation level. So what have you done, what have you gained from your practical, you know there are lots of practicals in laboratories for the engineering science or the engineering background students. So why not just write uh, all the practical knowledge you have. Like I do have some practical knowledge about color sensors. Uh, then I do have some microscopy, microscopy. Then I do have experience on X-ray. Then I do have some experience about MRI. So these are the things you have actually gained with your hand and gain from your practical approach. So try to be pragmatic, right? So যদি বাংলায় বলি, আপনি আপনার আন্ডারগ্রাজুয়েট লাইফে প্র্যাকটিক্যাল কি কি নলেজ গেইন করছেন সেই জিনিসগুলো এখানে লিখবেন, লিখে রাখবেন। সো দেয়ার আর থিংস, ইয়েস আই ডু হ্যাভ ইউভি um, UV spectrometer. So these are the things that are that was that these are the not the like focused one, but I just have some basic knowledge about this practical knowledge. Oh yes, for programming is must. So try to write some about programming programming like what type of programming knowledge do you have. Like if you do not have, just write C is the basic. C is the basic. So just write C programming. If you do not have, just write it. You can actually basically will be able to do this C programming in your upcoming future. Just write it C. Then I do have some Python, then I do have in a MATLAB. So these are the programming knowledge are needed. Okay, so just write it down. So programming is one kind of practical knowledge. Um, you have to be fixed, or you have to be mandatory in your engineering section. Okay, so next one, do you have any publications? What was the topic of the publication? Where published? Okay, so publication is not mandatory for all. If you have any publication, it is pretty much pretty will enrich your desired admission, because it actually enriches your your research profile. So if you have, I actually did two publications. Number one was IEEE conference paper, conference paper uh, paper, and another was one scientific poster. So these were the two publications along with my thesis. You can also write this thesis, your thesis, as a paper publication, but it's not that uh, not valuable if you are trying to involve your thesis like a publication. But if you do have, or if you are in the fourth year of your graduation, try to do some publications, because publications are pretty much important if you are trying to get admitted like good universities, like technical university in India, basically for the um, engineering courses. So why did you choose your undergraduation subject like engineering math? So this is a pretty common question, because why did you choose actually your undergraduation like engineering, or why did I choose biomedical engineering? Why did you choose mathematics as your um, undergraduation subject. So just write it down, like why I did choose biomedical engineering, because I do, or I did like biology and also maths and physics. So I was trying to be in a subject that that involves three of this. So that is why I chose biomedical engineering. So try to find yours, like why did you choose mathematics, why did you choose agriculture engineering. So if you didn't wanted to be an agriculture engineer, it's not, just forget it. Now you want to be now you wanted to be like, just remember you wanted to be what you are today. Just forget about the past, okay? Like, I was trying to be a doctor, but not an engineer. So these things are not valid here. Just remember that you wanted to be what you were today. Just remember this thing, and why did you wanted to be this? Just find a valid reason or legitimate reason for this question. So what are the future plans? Let me give you a recommendation or suggestion. Search, uh, draw draw drawback of your country and problems about the human, about the people, or yes, people of your country. And like, search a drawback of your country and just find the problems about the people of your country, and uh, just make sure that your future plan involves involves in solving these problems and drawbacks. All right, that means there is a plus point. So what is the plus point? Plus point is, just indicate your future plan as to solve any kind of social distance or social problem of your society, of your country. Like, your country is must. Your country, hashtag your country is must in your future plan. And some emotional data. So why this some emotional data? Because it actually impresses the reader who is actually reading your letter of motivation. So emotional data are pretty much important, because when I was like, what I write, right? So I actually write that my country is lacking behind in its medical sector of um, not detecting cancer in the pre-level. So that was my plan. And I actually hashtag, that means I actually focused on the breast cancer cell for women. So so yes, so that was the emotional thing, that the women's are pretty much lacking behind for their education or health sector. So this emotional things have to be included in your future plan. So be cautious and be careful about when you are thinking about your future plan. So your future plan must need your country is needed. So be careful, like, you have to include your future plan. and some emotional data, yes, about the emotional thing that my country is there is, and I want to solve this problem with my knowledge after having studying this course inside your country. So be careful. So this is not the last, and the list is 12th number. Why did you choose Germany? Why did you choose Germany? So that is a very basic question um, in your actually letter of motivation. So why did you choose your uh, why did you choose Germany? So there can be 3 points. Number one, uh, multi multicultural environment, so that was mine actually. So I'm just sharing my experience. That hasn't that is not written like it has to be yours. So just be at your side, like what is in your mind, why are you going to Germany? So I was just thinking about like multicultural environment. Most of the Asian, then Europeans, and also the US, the Americans are there for studying, and their education is world class, so that was my reason, world class. And number three was best best practical oriented education. Education. Okay. So these are the 12 questions. Actually, these are the 11 mandatory questions, and 12 number is not mandatory, but it has to be like in your mind, right? When you are trying to involve inside Germany for your undergrad, for your masters. So these 12 questions are pretty much mandatory for your literature review. So what you have to do, you have to find these 12 questions, because these 12 questions are basic for every university, right? So this literature review is literature moderation is like for basic, and for all universities, basic, and for all universities, all univer SITIS, for all universities, sorry, universities, বেসিক। সো এই লিটারেচার রিভিউটা আসলে করতে হবে, কারণ আপনি যখন লেটার অফ মোটিভেশন নিয়ে চিন্তা করছেন, তখন একটা অ্যাকচুয়ালি আর্টিকেল লেখার কথা চিন্তা করতেছেন, এবং সেই আর্টিকেলটা কেমন হবে সেটার জন্য অবশ্যই আপনার পাস নিয়ে একটু ঘাটাঘাটি করতে হবে। তো এই কোয়েশ্চেনগুলো অবশ্যই আপনি সার্ভে করবেন, এগুলা অ্যান্সার করবেন, অ্যান্ড যখন দেখবেন যে আপনার এটা পুরোপুরি ফুল হয়ে গেছে, তখন আমার সেকেন্ড ভিডিওটা দেখবেন, আগে প্রথম ভিডিওটা দেখবেন। So that is the it so that is it like what you have to do for your literature review. Just write these 12 questions, and if you want, you can also email me. I can actually um, give it to you or send it to you, or you can write it, and I will also write it in the in description section, so you can find it there. So that is it actually for first part, that is the literature review your um, of your letter of motivation.
So, hope you enjoyed the video. It was pretty much lengthy, but what to do? It has to be right. If you are trying to be pretty much informative, you have to give your time, or you have to invest your time. So a good literature review is 50%, or I would say 80% of your letter of motivation. Because what you have to do in the next video, just you have to just select the informations of that specific university where you are trying to apply, and just fill the informations in the section wise in your letter of motivation. So that is very simple. When you have all your literature in your hand, then you are in the star. So alright, thank you very much, and আমার মনে হয় ভালোই লেগেছে আপনাদের। আমি বাংলা কিছু কথা বলে দিয়েছি, যেগুলো ইনফরমেশন খুবই ইম্পর্টেন্ট, সেগুলো বাংলা বলে দিয়েছি। If you do have any doubt about anything, just write below or write in the comment section, or you can email me, or you can send me a friend request in my Facebook. And please give me a message after sending a request that I who you are, and you actually find me in YouTube and you are trying to contact me. Then it will be very easy for me when I am actually accepting some other fake friend request, I guess. So just give me a message after sending a friend request in the Facebook. You also can follow me in the LinkedIn. And thank you very much for watching this blog of letter of motivation. The next video will be about letter of motivation part 2. Please also watch this upcoming video about letter of motivation, and hope you can have a good letter of motivation and can have the desired admission in your desired university. And thank you very much for watching this video, and if you are not a subscriber, please do subscribe, do thumbs up, and do hit the bell icon, and please do like, share and comment. And yes, আপনারা শেয়ার করেন, শেয়ার করবেন আশা করি, এবং প্লিজ আমার পাশে থাকেন, এবং আপনার যদি কোনো কিছু প্রয়োজন হয় কমেন্ট লিখে দেন অথবা আমাকে মেসেজ করতে পারেন, আমি আপনাকে রিপ্লাই দিয়ে দেবো। And obviously there is an option of question and answering blog, so write me the questions, I will deliver it in Bangla in my another video after 5 or 6 videos will be gone. So thank you so much, hope to see you in the next video. Till then, tata, goodbye, and see you in the next video.